Hey guys, it's Soul King here. Today I'm going to be doing my first ever review of anything. We're going to be reviewing One Piece manga chapter 854. It's hard to believe that we're almost to 1,000 chapters. So this chapter was okay. It's one of those chapters where it's in between, like something's building up and it's about to be the climax. I think definitely by next chapter we'll have some sort of fighting, definitely a reunion between Sanji and Luffy. First things first, let's cover the cover page. It's Zoro on a motorcycle with Chopper. I think that was a brilliant drawing by Oda. But Zoro kind of reminds me of Smoker in that picture. What do you guys think? Comment in the comment section below. Maybe it's the Yakuza type of thing, maybe it's the hair, I don't know. If he had just like a cigar in his mouth, it would just be the same guy. So the first thing that really happens in this chapter, we see Jinbei and Nami running away from the rest of the homies. And I think it's really funny how when Nami shoots the lightning at the homies, she actually shoots Chopper while she's doing that. And we see Chopper get all fluffed up. But it's nice to see Nami actually not being fodder this time and actually participating a lot in this arc compared to, I guess, any arc. She's really helped out a lot, especially with Luffy and Cracker. Then they get pulled into the mirror dimension, and I love the expression on Brulee's, I think it's Brulee's, face whenever she sees Jinbei betrayed Big Mom's crew. It's revealed that Jinbei did not spin Big Mom's wheel of death, and it's basically revealed that anybody who spends that loses their life. And that still doesn't answer a question about the I guess the King of Queens symbol on the wheel. Hopefully we found out why that is introduced. It's weird to see Jinbei and the wheel in the flashback if there's nothing that's going to be implicated besides the whole Pedro and losing his eye and losing part of his life. I don't get why Pedro is so relieved that Jinbei didn't have to spin the wheel. Of course, he did lose his eye, and I think it was 30 or 50 years of his life. But I guess that because Jinbei is alive, that's better than nothing. Then we see the revelation of Big Mom actually full on talking on her plan. Typical evil villain archetype with the whole, let me just explain my plan and see what's gonna happen. The funny part is that she's holding Brooke just like a doll. It's like Brooke's gonna be her Barbie doll for the rest of the arc. So I don't really see how the Straw Hats can get out of that. I still think that Brooks has the poneglyph in his head. That's why he's acting so calm. He also sees the true intention of Pudding, that she is evil. Some people think that this is all just a fake. She's gonna turn on Big Mom, but I can't really see that happening because I know Lola has escaped in the past, but I really just don't see how Pudding could escape, especially at a big wedding like this. It'd be nice if we could get a bigger flashback on how Lola left, but that's besides the case. Next, we see all of Big Mom's crew meeting up together, and they're all kind of just doing the same thing. They're all hiding from the fact that they have lost Straw Hats, that they have got everything under control. In reality, they don't. And I think they all sort of sort of understand that they're all lying to each other when they say that it's no big deal. I couldn't really get the information about Lola from Luffy and Nami, so I just burned the book anyway. I think if that was the actual case, that Big Mom would be furious. And then we see Tamago in his final form. I think it was Bird Knight or something like, or Chicken Knight. And it really caught me off guard at first, because I was like, who the hell is that guy? Then I realized that was the final form. I guess he doesn't change back. So I'm wondering how his devil fruit actually works. Because we saw Pedro cut through him as an egg, as Tamago. And he automatically evolved or shapeshift into the next evolution. So is that something he can activate on whim, or is that something he can that just happened, you know, on contact or something? So I think he even knows that Pedro is not gone. I think he understands that Pedro is strong enough in the fact that he would not die to his own dynamite. My only question is, did Tamago see Pedro jump into the mirror dimension, or no?
Shut the fuck up!
Another big question is, do they question at all where Boulay is? They have everybody else here but her. So yeah, there's all these reports, but not really anything much. And let's get back to the whole Brook situation and Big Mom. I think it's really crazy, at least to show the power scale of the New World, how Brook managed to damage Prometheus. And it's the first ever time, apparently, according to Big Mom, that Prometheus has ever gotten damaged. And I think Oda included this to show that, yeah, there's a top 3 in Luffy's crew, but Brook is up there, and it'd be really nice to see more of Brook's powers. But I think there's a reason why Oda did not show all of the fight with Brook, because maybe Brook stopped fighting for a reason. I think that he definitely could have done more damage, but he stopped for a reason strategically. Maybe he'll fight them later, because yeah, we see the crack in his head, but that isn't a really indication of real damage. He doesn't seem to be in pain. He's calm, he's subdued for a reason. And I think maybe we'll see some more of Brook's soul powers, or maybe it'd be nice to see Brook's soul go into something else, like a homie, and then get the poneglyph that way. At the end, we see Sanji, and he's having his big revelation. If I was in his case, I think I would be contemplating equally as well, but I think he needs to snap out of it. I don't think that Sanji's the type of person to go without a fight, but this is really sad to see him like this. It's funny how we see Bobbin come in. He's acting like an animal. He's sort of like Luffy in the sense that that he just smells meat and he just goes for it. And then we finally after the whole year of Sanji, see Sanji do some just straight up action without holding back at all. And he just kicks Bobbin. And we expect, most people think that's a one-hit KO. But you can see he's still alive. And that just really shows that in the New World, things are tougher than it seems. But also, that probably wasn't a full power kick by Sanji. So we all know where Sanji's gonna go next. Luffy promised him that he would meet him in that spot and not move from. Obviously he did, but Sanji doesn't know that. So hopefully by then, Luffy will eat all the food and we'll see some big revelation, and hopefully Sanji will devise a plan for the big wedding. Because Sanji, at his core, he isn't known for his brute strength or his ways to just instinctively act. Sanji has always been a strategist. He's sort of like the Shikamaru of One Piece, but less calm and more emotional. If you guys remember in the Water 7 arc, or the CP9 arc, at the end, he's the one who closed the gates on everybody to fake the Marines so that they could escape. So I think there's something up Sanji's sleeve. He can tell Luffy, or at least get into the mirror dimension to fake something so that the wedding can go to plan. Because if Sanji doesn't appear, then there's going to be some huge suspicions for Big Mom in the future. Also, I read earlier, or there's all these reports that this arc was going to be finished by the end of January. I think that was after Jump Festa, but we're already at the beginning of February, so it's hard for me to believe that this should have already been wrapped up, or can be wrapped up in the next 3 or 4 chapters. And that's with Oda not taking a break, and I expect him to be taking one eventually. We all do. And so I give this chapter a 4 out of 5. Definitely could have had more, but I think Oda's saving that for a reason. And I think the next couple of chapters are going to be filled with action. There's so many questions that haven't been answered, and there's so many new things brought into the situation, like what happens when Big Mom opens up the Tamaki-Mago, I don't know how to say it, box from Fisherman Island, and who even says she's going to open it during this arc. So let's hope that goes well. And what's going to happen to Germa 66? Are they ever going to be told about their imposing death of the Red Wedding, or will Reiju just let them die off? Do you think Sanji has the compassion, since he's the one born with emotion, to tell his father that has done the worst to him that incoming doom is about to happen? Do you think he'll try to save them? Do you think that Germa 66 and the Straw Hats will team up? Do you think that Jinbei and the Sun Pirates will come up too? I'm not sure how they'll get out alive. There's too many islands. Big Mom has too much territory to leave. Only thing that I can see is that Big Mom has a revelation, or somehow Luffy uses his spirit to sort of just change Big Mom's perspective on everything. Because at the end of the day, I don't think Big Mom's goal is to become king of the pirates. I think that's a facade. She talks about wanting to have a family of all kinds of people. Maybe if Luffy holds Caesar hostage again, he can convince her that she can have Caesar, and they can have giants everywhere. Or maybe Caesar will come on Luffy's side and make Luffy into a giant, and he'll fight Big Mom. But that's all for today's review. I'll see you guys next time. Soul King out.